Whitmore. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Jackson misses. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Johnson, a wide open look. Off target with his three. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Pass to Whitmore. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Lundberg. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Here's Giannis. No good off the back of the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Personal foul.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Here's Traoré. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. Driving in. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pelicans trailed by 3. Three-pointer. Atlanta with the rebound. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. And that one is stuffed right through.
Assisted.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Offline with his 3. To the inside. Queen. Lundberg grabs the rebound. .58 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Traoré. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Let's hear one more again for your Pelicans Breakers.
Tries it from 19. It's not going to go for him. Pelicans trailed by 5. Grant for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, he didn't come into the league with great range, but Grant worked hard, and now he is really good from out there.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Mitchell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Personal
For New Orleans, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Mitchell. 2 shots.
And Mitchell drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Mitchell with it. A steal. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Whitmore. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. I'll look at the field goal.
The Hawks. 17.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Rebound by the Hawks. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Pelicans trailed by 4. Inside, Antetokounmpo, automatic.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Jalen Johnson.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a number 1 option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Second free throw, no good. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Lets it fly from 18.
Number 14.
And he drops that one in. And the Hawks lead by 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Johnson with the rebound.
Pelicans 5.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
Number 5.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Outside for Jackson. Takes the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Johnson with the block. And they get it back. Here's Queen. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes.
Assist goes to.
And now a 10-point Atlanta lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
6 on the shot clock. Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Pass to Story. 3-pointer, Daniels. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Here's Messi. Tries it again. Lundberg grabs the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
To the right side. And a wide open look for Whitmore. And it falls over the rim and in.
Assist row.
Whitmore's got 8 points.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
.1:15 left in the first half of the game. Here's Messi. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Atlanta making a switch here. The Hawks leading by 12. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Reddish. Buries it from three-point range.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
On the wing, Daniels. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
For 3.
Daniels has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hawks. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Mitchell's shot is good.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 11 points in the game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pelicans trail by 9. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. There's the pick. From the arc. Can't hit that one.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate the report. Take a look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
New Orleans.
For Atlanta, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
24.
Atlanta leading by 11. Here's Lundberg. No good from outside.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Back to Whitmore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Number 32.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Atlanta, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And both free throws good for Whitmore. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. 13 points in the game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Pass to Daniel. And it's off from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 9. Back to Reddish. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Clock at 4. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2. or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Grant. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Now Mitchell. 5 points in the game. And And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, come on. He knows better than to commit that foul. If you don't have position, they're going to call that every time.
Atlanta making a switch here. And so he's able to get one of two. Fires for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Here's Messi. That's tipped. And here's Johnson outside. Good on the triple. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Johnson with a smooth jumper from that corner.
Giannis inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires the three. Pelicans pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The Pelicans have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. The Hawks leading by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the third quarter. And the three ball is good. He's got 14.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
It's stolen by Johnson. .132 left in the third. 5 to shoot. With the shot. The rebound by Grant.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Antetokounmpo with the steal. .58 seconds left in the third. And Garuba pulls it down. And the Hawks with the possession. At one point, they led by 16. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. Pelicans trailed by 14. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Can't connect from short range. Here's Sorey into the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He hits both from the stripe. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Reddish to stop the run. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks ahead. They lead by 18.
43. The Hawks, 61.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Atlanta leading by 18. It's stolen by Reddish. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Pelicans ball.
Drives to the hoop. Pass to Queen. Shot clock at 6. Misses in close. Here's Traoré. The shot from the low post is good. And the Hawks lead by 20.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found it.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor. Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
Number 14.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort. Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Inside. Goes up with it. That misses off the backboard.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Hawks making a switch here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
The Hawks working the ball around. It's tipped. To the wing right side. They need this one. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Timeout.
Atlanta calls timeout. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Give it up for your Pelicans dance team.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Atlanta again missing. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Into the lineup for the Hawks. Number 14.
It's all about Antetokounmpo.
14.
Will it go? And he sinks the layup. Giannis has got 19 points.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's New Orleans. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
Atlanta making a switch here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Well, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Fires from deep. Here's Messi. Good D by Booker.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Number 12. Usman Garuba.
Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run here. Pass to Daniel. It's good from long range.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Back to Whitmore. He takes it in. Yes, that goes in.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Different for every season, showing me that them feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that don't call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gonna be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic. It's not a lie drill. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. The real thing. Yeah, you know that. At nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull up with a Mickey Mouse. This ain't Disney. Still identity. Put a like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, you'll get your paw paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scottie Pippen. Like it beef with every bad in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimme. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo put a kill it. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. I feel abused, pulling on my belt. You need help with something? Pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on. Catching slip. I gotta keep my so I won't go to alone. Now the fire drill. I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie. I ain't never hate before. Dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She up waiting for me. Got the trenches banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite. You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP. Unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes. Tigers and some horses. Bar birdie. Say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem. Drive business while we serving. Better we get on him. He won't make it. Down, keep going. On some was popping current. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking about. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Max me. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drop the form with my kneecap. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum. No way, no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gonna have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like nunchuck. Like Alvin the Chipmunk. Right now, on my ass, I ain't do sit up. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition, I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I swear to God. I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
Son, where'd you find this?
Ever since why I've been talking my been laid up, been chained up. This don't change us. Just been through a lot. We gon' bounce back right up just like this. Yeah. Let me get my together. I got a jewel to catch. Always saying we together. Wanna be a part of the flick. Y'all that's out telling no son. Making citizens arrest. I told the we gon' eat forever. I never let them start a death. Quavo, how you manifest? Cause I'm him in the flesh. In the same breath, I can show him how to American Express. I'm tired of you talking about it. Please let my nephew rest. This ain't nobody doing nothing. All on get. Shut it down, baby, shut it down. Hunter, shut it down, it's a mess. Little bit of meet me at UPS. Don't come around if you stand down. Since you stand down, get a check. Got that out the mud, look, get low. I'm making it stretch. Drop dead fresh like the mint. Yeah, them was at the mint. Cold sweat on the check. Every night I pray my don't call collect. Having plenty of dogs, go DM it.
Son.
I'm going all gold on the north side, Sean Carter. Crazy. I didn't take the martyr cause it didn't go to Jimmy Carter. Smarter, not harder. Wells Fargo in a Charger. Want me to show you how to get to the top? Should've met me at the bottom. For real. I never fall out with a over Instagram follow. I call all the Instagram models, tell them let's take a trip to Cabo. Like, hey, mama, call me Johnny Bravo. Mama. Yeah, Tahoe, yeah. Turn a man, macho. Jump out the gym, we all trim. Making a movie, ain't a film. Bad, gon' flip my film. He having so much with him. People not play with him, got checking my safe for M. Yeah, please go play with them. I'ma gon' say it. Can't with your man. Think I'm going somewhere.